Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at the stadium at Memorial Field. My name is Sean Patterson Howard, Mayor of the great city of Mount Vernon, the jewel of Westchester. And we are here today as we celebrate a new sport, well, not a new sport because we've had rugby, but women's rugby here at the stadium. Come on, y'all. Women's rugby at Memorial Field. Memorial Field has been a place that has long been a symbol of athletic excellence, community pride, and historic significance in Mount Vernon. And during this Women's History Month, we are thrilled to celebrate the coming of the New York Exiles to their new home right here at the stadium of Memorial Field in Mount Vernon. The Women's Elite Rugby Network is a network of professional women's rugby in the United States. This league has 6 teams across the country: the Bay Breakers, the Boston Banshees, the Chicago Tempest, the Denver Onyx, the New York Exiles, and the Twin City Gemini. As the Statue of Liberty is known as the Mother of Exiles and the landmark of opportunity, the team name and crest reflect the nod to Lady Liberty. The city of New York requires grit, determination, and resilience. And through their performance on the field, the Exiles will reflect that culture and community. The Exiles elevate the long and rich history of rugby in New York, including the first woman coach to coach a U.S. men's professional rugby team. Carmele Faye, I might have pronounced that, I might have butchered that, when she took the position as an assistant coach with the Rugby United New York, a Major League Rugby expansion team. So the arrival of the New York Exiles marks a monumental moment for women's professional sports in our city and across the nation. Women's elite rugby is breaking barriers and creating great opportunities for female athletes to compete at the highest level, and we're proud of this movement. Can we get a round of applause? Mount Vernon has always been a city of champions, and we champion diversity, equity, and inclusion. These are values that are embodied in this team. Having these incredible athletes compete at Memorial Field will inspire young girls, not only from our region and our state, but across the nation, to fearlessly pursue their dreams for generations to come. Memorial Field is more than just a stadium. It's a landmark of resilience and renewal for our city. And this historic venue hosted legendary athletes and events, and today we continue that legacy by bringing professional women's rugby to its grounds. Our investment in Memorial Field was about more than just infrastructure. It was about revitalizing community spirit and ensuring that Mount Vernon is a premier destination for sports and entertainment. This partnership with the New York Exiles further solidifies Memorial Field as a top-tier venue for major sporting events, bringing economic benefits and excitement to our city. This is an economic and cultural win for Mount Vernon. Hosting professional rugby will bring fans, tourism, and opportunities to our small businesses along this corridor. This is also a moment to encourage more young women to participate in sports, knowing they too can reach the professional level. So we're committed to growing this partnership and making sure that we're uplifting women in sports and continuing to build a Mount Vernon that has sports as a recreation hub. We want to celebrate this new chapter and this new partnership with the Exiles and women's rugby. So we're going to bring the championship home really in this first season. We have boots on the ground. We're taking all hostages. We're not making any excuses. We're taking names. We're gonna scrum up. We're gonna knock them out. They're gonna limp off the field a little bit. Not you, them. We have to do some intentional fouls every once in a while just to let them know where they are and who they're answering to. And so I want to say thank you so much for coming out And at this time, we're going to hand over the microphone to take us a little further to Diego Macara, the New York Exiles head coach. Let's give him a Mount Vernon welcome as he comes. Thank you, Diego.
Thank you. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to the city of Mount Vernon for hosting us and making this our home. We're really lucky to have this wonderful venue and hopefully bring a really exciting game for the spectators and the residents of Mount Vernon. We're really dedicated to growing the game of rugby, and there's a wonderful opportunity in women's rugby specifically. There's been a lot of success recently. The USA recently won bronze in the Olympics. And so building off of that, I think it's a wonderful opportunity for these players to really show that they're dedicated athletes and wonderful rugby players. And I think we're going to build a really exciting brand that when people come watch the Exiles rugby, they're going to want to come back. And so I think for the city of Mount Vernon, we hope we make you all proud.
Absolutely. We have your back. If you ever need me to come out and fill in goalie position, I'm ready. I'm a big girl, but I move good. I really move. You'll be surprised. And so at this time, we're going to call on our Recreation Commissioner, Miss Catherine Walker Pinckney.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. We are so happy to have you here. We are so happy that you have decided to make Memorial Field Stadium your home field. And I would have to say, and the mayor kind of took over it because that's most of the history. I read it, so that's what I would have read. So I want to say that it's important that it's Women's History Month. It's important for us to recognize that women are making changes, we're moving forward, and we're walking fast. We are not walking slow. And this group will show how fast we're going to be moving. But on Women's History Month, it's something that this sport, when I was younger, I did not know a lot about rugby. And to understand rugby is almost like, ooh, that could hurt because it's like football with nothing on, So here we are today to see a young team doing rugby and women doing rugby. How proud I am to see that this is where we are now in this time in our life. So I want to say you are role models, you are mentors. Thank you for all you do, and I appreciate that y'all made Memorial Field Stadium your home. So welcome.
Thank you, Commissioner. At this time, we're going to have our Director of Memorial Field, Ricardo Wright, who is shaking his head no and still coming forward. Thank you so much.
The boss has spoken. Listen, I'm just really excited. Anybody knows me, I'm all about sports. I start to understand rugby now, so I kind of know it, right? I've had the pleasure, we've had the iron workers that were here, and now we have the Exiles. I'm proud when you take off the purple and white. But I really am proud and I'm excited. Thank you.
Yeah, that's called a what? Line out. Right. I think when we had the New York Ironworks here, and they did the line out, all of a sudden something happened and someone popped up like Jack in the Box. I said, whoa, this is different, right? And it's important. It's really, really important. Mount Vernon has historically been a basketball city. We probably have more NBA players come from Mount Vernon than you do in most cities our size and more cities across the United States. And so we have a rich history and tradition of basketball and, of course, football, and we have some soccer. But when we saw rugby come to Mount Vernon, it gave an opportunity for the community to see different things. And we've even had women's frisbee and women's lacrosse here at Memorial Field. So we're excited about continuously introducing this region to other sports because there are so many more opportunities for our young people to become involved in. It's a way to go to college. It's a way to make a living. And so we're just really excited that you're here. And not only are they here, They are awesome professional athletes, and they're cute, right? So you're gonna see them crush people. I love it. I love it when you can crush them and knock them out, and look cute in the process. I mean, we have hair and nails done here right now because women athletes, we don't all have to look. You're who you are, but you can have diversity amongst women athletes. You can look the way you look. You can move the way you move. And I'm just glad we talked about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and we have a diverse group of women standing behind us. And so right now we're going to call, I'm not sure which one is going to speak, but we're going to call on Jen Salomon Clayton, Kayla Hunkin Clark, Gio Cruz, and Adriana Castillo, and they're going to come forward, our New York Exiles players, and they're going to choose a spokesperson for today, and I'm going to just watch.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Jen Salomon Clayton. Again, thanks, everyone, Mayor and the City of Mount Vernon for Memorial Field and making it our home. We're so excited to showcase the game of rugby. I think it's incredible that we have a few members here to, I think it'd be great to share a bit of our stories and like why we play and where we come from in the history of our journey and our path that led us to this moment. Overall, Women's Elite Rugby, we're so excited to be pioneering this league and this moment. Historically in the United States, women, we pay to play. So at every level, the WPL, which is the Women's Premier League, used to be the Senior League, D1, D2, D3, we pay to play, and so many of us are working full-time jobs, sacrificing our time, our investment, our bodies, our money to play the sport that we love. Now, finally, we have the opportunity to be able to get the resources, have a full coaching staff dedicated to develop us, fields, facilities, strength and conditioning, medical team, which is so key so that we can actually go and dedicate our time and reach our full potential in this game. A little bit about myself. I was born in Brooklyn, but I grew up across the water in Rockland County. I'm from New York. I found rugby in college. I wish I found it younger in my youth, but I found rugby in college, and for me it was joining the community, being able to work with my team to sacrifice discipline, have that bond, and learn the game. I then played at Quinnipiac University is where I found the game. From then I was able to come here and play back home in New York, and that journey for me was tremendous. Being able to I moved around a bit, but being able to come back and join the New York Exiles and play with old teammates that I haven't played in years is really special for me. So that's tremendous to get that opportunity. That's a little bit about me. And for why I play, I've played in the professional setup before, internationally for Mexico. But for me to come back and play for the WER at home in New York, I just really want to find that joy, right? You, as a young kid, hopefully we can instill that enjoyment and joy to kids that come and play. I want to enjoy myself and enjoy the game. I'm at the point where I want to give back. I coach as well, so give back, inspire kids, show them that women can do it all, and we can play a contact sport too. So that's kind of my purpose of joining the New York Exiles and playing this season. So I'm really excited to have everyone come out and watch. Gio, do you want to come share a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely.
A little bit about yourself? It's important.
Hi, everybody. Again, we're so grateful and very, very thankful for this opportunity. My name is Gio Cruz. I guess a bit about myself and how I got here. I was born and raised in New York City. I found rugby in high school, so I was lucky enough to find it a little bit earlier. And really it was like the main source, like the outlet that a lot of us at my high school really like turned to once we had it. And I think it changed a lot of people's lives for however short or long, they got invested. So this is a great, gateway into like traveling and meeting people and just like learning new hobbies and just really engulfing yourself in something that you're really passionate about. So we're grateful to be able to continue this and show other people that, it can start something really small, like you'll come to a game and just feel really passionate about what you see, the players you meet, or like anything that's involved in this community, and you'll just get involved in, your own version of it. So that's what we're hoping to do. That's what I'm hoping to do. Just show people that, kids, teenagers in New York City that need an outlet or need something to turn to that is exciting and fun, that, rugby could be it for you. I have played for a lot of New York teams. I played for NYRC since like 2016. That was the team that we were previously playing for until it, we turned into WER and the league changed to the Exiles. I played for a bunch of random teams. Like in college, I went to American International College and Lindenwood University, so those were great opportunities. And, I actually only got really into those schools because of a rugby scholarship, so those are things that are also possible. A bunch of club teams. I've got to travel so much. It's like one of the main reasons why I love rugby. Yeah. Oh, and yes, yeah. And now playing for the WER, obviously grateful to be here, and again to be playing with a lot of my teammates that I've like known for years and played with. So.
So in closing, you've heard from some of our New York Exile players, understanding their passion for the game, understanding how they arrived here, when they met rugby and when rugby found their hearts. And like I said earlier, rugby's not an easy sport. Rugby's like, and it's been said, football without the gear. They really get it in, they clash. And so you have to be tough, you have to be disciplined, you can't be afraid to play rugby. This is not flag football, this is not touch football, it's not frisbee. It is a real contact sport. And so we look forward to you kind of coming in and getting it in on the field. We want to thank the Women's Elite Rugby League and the New York Exiles and our city leadership and our community for making this possible. It's all about partnerships and how we come together. So everyone in the region, let's show our support by filling up the stands and cheering on our newest hometown team. Yes, they're playing in Mount Vernon, but they're also up here in Westchester and the New York City region and the Hudson Valley. So come on out and support them. Thank you so much, and let's go Women's Rugby, New York Exiles in Mount Vernon, the stadium at Memorial Field. Thank you so much. Are there any questions? March 22nd is the first game here at Memorial Field. What time? 4 o'clock. So come out March 22nd, 4 p.m. here at the stadium at Memorial Field. And watch them win. Right, yeah, that again. So questions, y'all want to come forward? Because they probably have more questions for you, not for me.